Well, it's either a Tesla or an old Lotus. More to come. Confirmed, it's a Lotus. It says Lotus right across the back. But that is what the OG Tesla Roadsters were based off of, a Lotus chassis. And then they stripped it down, made it actually a little bit wider, at least inside, and then turned it into the Roadster 1.0. Not bad. We have it all to ourselves. This is fantastic. Only if I had like an exhaust note where I could rev the engine up and really get like a fun tunnel run. Fortunately, we have a silent Tesla, so there's really no noise. Yeah. One day we'll have two cars in the stable, one of which will be a nice loud V8 or higher engine, and it will be a lot of fun. But until then, we just got our silent Tesla. We're just gonna cruise in this tunnel all by ourselves. Alrighty then, yeah, this is it. But anyways, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Tesla. When I see cars on the road, I just like to film them because I think it makes for at least some sort of a decent intro. Now that would be an interesting car though. I mean, the channel's name is Cars and Kyle, so like I'm not gonna exclude non-Tesla cars, obviously. I know my channel's been based around Teslas quite heavily, seeing as how that's what I have. It's just what I can make content with at the moment, but I mean, getting a Lotus Elise, I think they're probably similar price points, like a V8 Vantage. Hopefully, if I get a job sometime soon, I'll be able to get a second car. But until then, we're gonna enjoy the Tesla, and we're just gonna keep plugging along. But yeah, so the last video that I did was happy birthday to Jacob. Hope he had a fantastic birthday. This, we're just gonna jump to probably me in like my house somewhere, because it's that time again, guys. It is a Tesla Talk Tuesday, so let's just get right into it. Whoa, hold up. Before we start the Tesla Talk Tuesday, I am about to go pick up some ceiling like storage things. So I guess you hang them from up there, you can put stuff up there, and 4 tires. The real question is, can we fit all of that in my Tesla Model S? Yep. We went to wide view. We were able to get garage like shelving units in here. We were able to get a patio table in here. We were able to get 4 tires. Yeah, 4 tires. I believe that they're like 285 by 40 19-inch performance tires. They're Michelin Pilot Alpine, I think. They are for, I think they're like summer tires for a Panamera. Well, I guess we're gonna try and sell them. They're in pretty good shape. I think the tread is like well over 50%. So if anybody does want some tires or knows anybody and those tires fit their wheels, I mean, hit me up, slide in the DMs. But yeah, we got those tires in there, the table, the hanging stuff. Oh, a set of golf clubs, some horse blankets, and I think that's it. But we got a lot in this Tesla. I mean, guys, the power of a hatchback, I'm always surprised with how much can fit in this car, and I think everybody else is too. It's crazy, especially utilizing that frunk as well. So yeah, anyways, let's get on to Tesla Talk Tuesday, because this is already impressive enough as it is. So we can move on to, it'll probably just go downhill from here, honestly. But anyways, let's move on. If you're enjoying the content though, give the channel a like and hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Anyways, on to the Tesla Talk Tuesday news. Apparently, Tesla has decided on Austin, Texas as the next well, I guess technically Terafactory location. It will supposedly be making the Cybertruck and the Model Y. They're actually looking to move extremely fast. They want to build the plant and start making, like having Model Ys coming out of it by the end of the year, which means that this plant will be even faster than how quickly the Gigafactory in Shanghai went up. So very neat to see. Supposedly there is some reports saying that Tulsa, Oklahoma was still in the running, but I think that was figured out that it could have just been to negotiate better deals with Austin, but Austin is effectively going to be the place. At least I think so. I guess we'll see if anything changes. Maybe we'll see Cybertrucks by Q1 of 2021. That would be incredible, but we'll just have to wait and see. So there is some unfortunate news. Apparently Elon, going to Twitter again, has said that they might be pushing the battery day event. So it will no longer be the 3rd week of May. He said they might do a webcast next month, so June potentially, and then they might have another half of the presentation, maybe like Q3 or Q4, basically saying that they want to push it because there won't be a ton of people in attendance. Now, I don't know why there needs to be people in attendance unless they're doing more rides in like the Roadster or the Cybertruck or something like that, like I don't know the need to be there. If you look back at the Autonomous Day, whatever it was, I don't think they did any like demos or new product reveals. They talked about technology and did that stuff. So the only other interesting option could be if they have new battery technology, maybe they show off the Model S with Plaid mode and they want to give demos in that car and take deposits. That's the only thing I can think of, and that's why they would want people to be in attendance with cameras, for example, YouTubers, media outlets, whatever it is. So if that's the case, it makes a little bit sense to have it in person. Otherwise, I don't really understand why they couldn't just do it all online. So maybe we'll get the Model S and X like Plaid mode versions unveiled. On a brighter note, Tesla is set to produce 4,000 cars per week in the Shanghai Gigafactory, and they should start cranking out Model Ys in Q1 of 2021. Awesome ramp up there, super fast, already at 4,000 cars a week. Very impressive stuff. So based on, you know, how quickly they've gotten this up and running, it seems like once they figure out a place for the Austin, Texas Terafactory, that should go up very quick and start cranking out cars in no time. So very cool stuff. Also means people will get deliveries quicker, more cars available, and they can just quickly ramp up more and more production capacity now that they have multiple factories and multiple production lines, and hopefully get those Cybertrucks out sooner as well. And some more bad news. Apparently Tesla is going to bump full self-driving prices yet again. So I guess this is good and bad. If you already own a Tesla, right, you're saving money. If you buy one now, the price isn't going to be bumped until I think July 1st, and it's going to get bumped by $1,000. So it's currently $7,000 for full self-driving. It's going to get bumped to $8,000 come July 1st. So if you do want a Tesla and you do want the full self-driving, or if you already have a Tesla but don't have full self-driving, you might want to go ahead and purchase it because that price is going to go up further as they push out more and more features. Elon did say that the price of full self-driving will continue to rise. So if you want any of that stuff, get in now, because I mean, we could see full self-driving as like a $15,000, $20,000 option once it is truly full self-driving, like feature complete, full self-driving. Get in your car, put in an address, the car can pull out of your garage, drive you somewhere, drop you off at the front door, go park, maybe do autonomous ride sharing in the meantime, come back, pick you up, drive you back home, and then go do more car ride sharing and generate revenue for you. I mean, if that's the case, paying $20,000 for this, I mean, it could pay for itself if the car is able to go out and act on a Tesla robotaxi network. So very neat to see. But again, if you want that feature, buy it now, or buy a Tesla and buy full self-driving now. Otherwise, you will have to pay $1,000 extra come July 1st. Back to some positive news with that new performance upgrade. I think a little bit more horsepower, as well as that cheetah stance where the front sort of gets down and squats down a little bit further than the rear, and then it takes off. A Model S was able to achieve a new quarter mile time of 10.4 seconds. Super impressive. What's interesting is that Ferrari has apparently come out and said that they will not be making any fully electric cars right now because the technology is not there. Now that puzzles me, because if you look at the performance Model S and even like the Porsche Taycan, they blow most Ferrari stats out of the water. Even like a LaFerrari, they are blowing that car out of the water. Now I don't know about like top speed, because as you know, the Model S is electronically limited to like 162, 163 miles an hour, something like that. I don't know what the Taycan's top speed is, but you know, if you look at those other cars, top speeds are there, but the performance is amazing. Track times are fantastic. So I guess it'll be interesting to see how this plays out over the next year or two, because Ferrari did release the SF90, which is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, meaning that there will be a hybrid powertrain. The LaFerrari is a hybrid powertrain, and this SF90 will be like 986 horsepower. That's a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. The battery in it, I think, is a little over 7 kilowatts, so not huge, but I guess that can help with like acceleration times, like instant torque while the engine shifts a little bit, so there's no lag with that. But before we see a fully electric like supercar like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, any of those cars, I guess we're still going to continue seeing these hybrid powertrains, similar to Koenigsegg. They just came out with theirs. But it is neat to see that they are realizing that obviously batteries can help make up for that lack in what engine provides power-wise. So it is always cool to see the new technology that's coming out, especially with Koenigsegg. They're doing crazy things. But when we see a fully electric hypercar or just supercar, that will be fantastic. I think the Tesla Roadster is really going to put pressure on these other car makers, because that's going to be a $200,000 car that's going to blow everything out of the water. Like, I think that car is going to take the speed record from Koenigsegg, potentially from Bugatti. However, they are also going to be using air thrusters potentially. So I don't know how that's going to come into play, but I guess we'll see. It should be interesting to see what happens over the next year or two. I mean, even with the Cybertruck, having a plaid mode Cybertruck doing 0 to 60 like sub 3 seconds. I mean, you can effectively like race this truck against supercars, and the price is like $75K. So battery technology, I don't think Ferrari's right in saying that it's not there yet, but I guess who am I to say, right? But I mean, the performance Tesla Model S is just crushing majority of cars on the road, and the Taycan came out too with repeatable performance. So I don't really know where Ferrari is coming from when they say this, but I guess we'll see what they do in the long run. Now, going along with the performance-based cars, I guess Volkswagen has come out and said that there are vehicles, it's like the R line, it's like their performance line, will be electric in the future. There's actually a quote from them that says the future of R needs to be and will be electric. So I think like Volkswagen is clearly realizing the potential of electric cars, hence the Porsche Taycan that's obviously owned by Volkswagen Group or whatever. So it's all related, but they're coming out with an R lineup. Now there's a really cool R rendering online. I don't know if it's a rendering or an actual like car that they have somewhere, but it looks pretty sweet. Looks like a Golf with like a wide body kit and a spoiler, but they're realizing the potential of electrification, the performance that it brings, and I'm very excited to see that. And last but not least, Tesla has finally been giving the go-ahead, I think, to restart production. So we're just going to leave it there. I think they rose on that news yesterday. However, the whole market was up yesterday, so it is kind of what it is at this point. They are still going ahead with the Austin factory and may just move more and more production out of California. Who knows? But yeah, if they're back up and running, it seems like. I don't know, if it's at 100% capacity right now, but they're making cars again. And if you want to order, you can go online, order a Tesla in like a minute or two. It's a super easy, streamlined process. So it's so much nicer than dealing with those car dealerships. Those dealers and salesmen, I hate dealing with them. It's just such a pain. But anyways, if you guys are enjoying the content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel below. That's going to be it for this Tesla Talk Tuesday. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.